Like, pretty just said it reminds me of, of a rats map. So yeah, this game, it's very hard to actually call something like this because ESC is looking stronger and stronger. I mean, obviously, since they lost Michu, you can always be like, well, they lost Michu, that sucks, and stuff like that. But they are actually starting to really put some good results on the board. And the same goes for that team. They're starting to like find their feet. Obviously, they have some good talent going on. It just, I mean, Flamey, contrary to his name, feels a bit hot and cold, you know? So,
Yeah.
but when he is on, it really changes the dynamic for his team.
Yep, definitely so. He can. It just depends on which flame he turns up on the day. ESL1 wasn't his best performance, but we saw him before the event play really well online, and I don't think he's just come back to that form that we all know and love of Flamey just yet. So we'll have to see how he does on this map. That team starting off on the T side, and looking like they're going to be going towards inside area, maybe favoring the A side, not want to pushing outside just yet.
He's going to toss the smoke in for upper, actually. So we'll have to see if they use this as like a fake to distract and then like hit ramp or something, or if they actually use this for the A split, the upper split. Looks like they're going for the upper split here. They got some players in the lobby, and Blade just doing some harassment here to the guy on ramp, but they can actually wrap around main and go in from Squeaky from lobby if they want. But it looks like they're just going to keep pushing outside for now. See if they can get the picks there through the smoke. And so far, so good for ESC. They haven't actually lost anybody. And same goes for dAt. Yeah, Blade annoying as hell though.
Yeah, those jump in 3 burst Glock shots, definitely not something too common, but we're going to see World Edit first get dropped, followed by his teammate Bondic. And ESC holding the push of the Russians. Innocent now picking one up onto Flamey. Now it's all down to Prizrak. He does have the bomb. And he's going to get hunted down here. He's in a weird position. Managed to get all the way around under Heaven. Does get taken down, though, by Innocent from above. Really good pistol round to start things off there for ESC. Didn't lose a single person, so whatever they had from that previous round carried on, and armor was probably the big one.
Yeah, I was surprised that I think that team, they were struggling getting around outside as quickly as they wanted. I think they wanted a bit more pace out there because it was a little bit, because they were going for that split onto upper, but it did seem like it was a bit staggered and they couldn't get the guys through lobby because the guys from outside were so delayed, and then the smokes were a little bit wasted here and there. So really well played by ESC getting the delay on. And now we're going to see them. Oh, Minai's gotta be careful, man. We gotta be careful. You might just get your head chopped off by those PD50s. It does manage to back away, but so far so good actually for that team. They have a lot of grenades actually instead of. Also, yeah, it's actually a full buy for them.
Yep. 3 of them opted for the good old pistol armor. The other ones have gone for some grenades on their back. See where they can use these, because obviously on a map like Nuke, grenades, they're so good for opening up the site. Like they're getting off Squeaky Door, and then Spiro having to just spray down while he gets flashed, but Rallen in a great position there to catch off Prizrak. He played it in the pistol round, playing it there too. Able to stop the push. Minai's getting one after getting tagged down to 13 HP. Gets another. And now it's all down to World Edit 1 HP, and Bondic does pick up a Mag 7 though. So he's got something to help him out here.
Yeah, this was really sick by dAt. They got so much damage done with like these really cool uses of flashes and stuff. And Bondic going to find himself in M4 as well. And he's actually full health right now. He doesn't have any armor like some of his comrades had in the round. But this M4 can definitely help him out here as he does work on lower. But there's only 20 seconds left to get the bomb down. World Edit is just sitting there by Squeaky. So he needs to actually... Oh, wow, the timing was perfect. It's what are they going to go for the drop? He does go for the drop. He's got 9 seconds left. He's got to be really fast here. Oh, my God. World Edit, not quite quick enough. And Mouse just there as he just lets the clock tick down. Going to win the round. But if World Edit had just like gone straight down onto the site, his teammate was there. His teammate was covering it. Then surely they could have actually made a round out of that.
Yeah, I think World Edit was maybe a little bit panicky that the ESC player went all the way down into vents and maybe went out round the back. Wanted to play it cautiously, but then when a Polish CT drops on your head, you just panic, and when you're on 1 HP, you're not going to come out on top there. World Edit was always going to be the problem in that round towards the end. 1 HP with the bomb on the wrong site for his teammate to try and make some plays. So ESC, they did get the round. That team did some really good damage, however. And now, straight into the next round, Bondic still has the M4 to use.
Yeah, and they're just doing some kind of pressure outside at the moment. And this is really smart, actually, because obviously ESC don't have an AWP yet. So if they're rocking some PD50s as they are, and the M4 as well. Oh, they had the guy who was very, very defensive on lobby to stop a push or at least get the info to his team. And unfortunately, they were actually fortunately for them, they were actually able to make the frag outside and they took down Rallin and Spiro with the double there with the FAMAS. Bondik's still alive with that M4. So all these little pressure plays kind of like a good idea, but it's not quite coming together with them. They're not getting the frags just yet.
And there we go. We saw the aim punch there onto Bondik. Meant that he was denied that frag onto Manai's outside towards main, and ESC taking the 3-0, and we expect that team to get a good buy-in now here. Going to see most likely full set of AKs except for those two Galils, going for those nades instead there on Bondik and World Editors. We'll see whether they can actually penetrate a site, get on, and try and get the bomb down, because we haven't seen that yet.
There is a possibility for the two really good smokes here on Yard, where like you have the kind of wall that the Titan used to do constantly, like every round, just because you don't know if they're playing behind it or if they're leaving it open, and that kind of style is really, really nice. But so far, I don't believe we do see anything outside just yet from them. No smokes used outside, no smokes used at all from that team. They're just killing time right now, maybe trying to defend against any pushes that could come in as they actually tap some bullets onto Manai's and get him down to 34 points of health. So there they forced out the smoke of Manai's, and Spiro coming in here from Secret. This could be big.
He's heard the Russians at the top of Secret does get taken down, so they trade 1 for 1. Spiro drop in, as did Bondik. And now 4 versus 4. Manai's still not looking the best of health, nor is World Edit, however. But something key here is that World Edit and Prizrak, neither of them have head armor. So those 3 M4s can just one-tap those 2 players in the head and they'll go down. But World Edit picking up a frag there onto Innocent, so they do take the man advantage. This B-bomb site could open up. They're going to go for the smoke, try and get the bomb plant inside it, and Prizrak making the odds even better.
Manai's in a really sick position here. Not quite able to spray down the planter in time, so the bomb will get dropped. But it's a 2-on-3 here. Moose coming in. It's the last man standing. And he's got a lot of players to deal with. There goes one. Flamey does go down. World Edit's really low, but he's going to get caught on the escape through the vents from World Edit. And it was a really well put together round by dAt. Very slow pace, but they managed to eventually get themselves down that lower site. And they saved their grenades for ages.
Yep, they just tried to see if they could open something up on the site and then follow it through. And we saw them save the grenades, use the smoke effectively to try and get the bomb down. And then once the bomb was going down, the rest of the team were able to pick up frags whilst catching ESC out rotating. And Manai's going to push pretty aggressive with this AWP and wait for someone to go through. He knows there's someone there because the AK spray picks up one, going to fall back straight away. So great play there from Manai's.
Yeah, unfortunately they won't be able to get that AK, it's so deep, but either way, 5 versus 4 situation now, and that team have been playing it quite passively already because they've been waiting for the Moose to come out, and the time that it did from the radio area, they weren't ready for it, and this is going to result in a nasty situation for them because Manai's gets to rotate towards outside. Blade is going to keep lobby on lockdown here as they try to get some information, but Manai's still outside, able to look at so many angles. They last saw the operate ramp. This is really, really huge from Manai's. If he can get the kills, they could actually win this round.
Yeah, they could. He is the only one on his team with a gun, though, so if he's not able to pick up frags and stop the push, he needs to make sure that he saves this AWP, but he's going to get one more, and that's the bomb as well. So they have some intel here, ESC. They know where the bomb is, have a rough idea toward where it's heading, which is most likely the B site, because otherwise they're going to have to go through Manai's. And Manai's, Speak of the Devil, goes up towards Crows. Going to play that one pretty safe.
And looks like he's just going to let his teammate go first down those vents, and he knows where the player is now. This is really, really awkward here, and if we just quickly check at the money situation, obviously he bought this, and I'm not sure why, but he did. And this is something we've seen. We saw Epsilon do this on Cash, but it was they did it on the T side. They had their one player buy the AWP, and then the other players like having PD50s and stuff, which was like a relative eco for them. And it was kind of to even the money up. And he did have just enough money to kind of like force out a buy on the following rounds. FX show that is. Yep. In that situation, it would have been a weak buy, but it kind of made sense from the perspective. At least you can hit an area together. But this is kind of strange. I mean, he'll save the AWP, which is great, and they do some damage. He got 2 frags with it. He actually kept it alive, so big props for him to actually have all the movement and do that. But at the same time, it's kind of a big risk, and we see that it doesn't affect them in the long run here. But interesting.
Hindsight's 20/20. If Manai's had fallen there, then it would have been a lot worse. The fact that he was able to pick up 2 kills as well, and force 2 rebuys. That was just a godsend for him, I feel. Otherwise, it could have been a lot worse. I think that was the ideal situation there for Manai's. And now they've got the AWP again this time. The fact that he was able to move around the map with it as well, got the aggression in radio, picked up the frag, fell all the way back towards outside, couldn't find anything, then went back to ramp again. It was really good play, and good that he could save it. But into a gun round now, and that team trailing by 1 round, trying to even things up now.
Yeah, it's looking like a very slow start, very passive stuff, that team. You know, they've shown that this is how they like to start nuke off, and just wait for the CTs to do something. But they've got to be careful not to kill too much time. We see Flamey with the grenade there. Actually, we can just go back to Flamey. We can see the nade angle from him. So we'll see this go in. Let's have a look from upper. The nade going to come in now. There it is, just dropping. Or did it come down? Or was it a flash there?
I think it was a flash.
So just trying to disorientate the CTs on the upper side as they push into ramp there. And so far so good. WorldEdit with a good pickup onto Manai. Spiro in a very good position as well at the back of the site here on the lower area of the map for that B bomb site, taking down 2 players, giving enough time for the rotation to come in, and ESC with a handily done cleanup. That was really nice by them, and that strategy didn't pan out at all.
Yeah, and this is why Nuke is so CT-sided. The fact that you can just rotate from one site to another just by dropping down vents and just holding positions behind that silo and just playing safe. There's no need for CTs to really go aggressive. The fact that the Ts have very few places to actually maneuver around, try and open the sites up, just makes the job a lot easier for the counter-terrorists. And now Manai's great position now on ramp, gets the headshot onto Flamey, and that team on an eco, not going to be able to do much here, I feel.
Yeah, Prizrak just putting some bullets down there from Silo, not going to find anything really that much, and that team with this eco, I wonder if they'll play it as slowly as they play their gun rounds. Rallen's pretty aggressively pushed forward. He's going to spot 3 players. The call can go to his teammates. They know there's someone up top on Silo as well, so Spiro and Rallen seem to have it all covered really. Spiro with a great headshot there onto Prizrak, up on Silo, and here they all come for the rotation to finish the last ones off. And ESC, they're looking really good right now, and it's not just because, I think, well, Manais has actually been doing a lot of really risky stuff, but he's actually been doing it in a really skillful way. Yep. With how he's positioning himself and with certain timings and so on to keep it as safe as possible. But generally speaking, ESC look very much better at the moment. They're really defeating the general strategies from dAt.
Definitely so, but now I think comes the real test. We're in a buy round here, and it's the first time we're going to see WorldEdit's AWP, so it's interesting to see where he's going to go with this. He's outside at the moment on Silo. No, that's just on the box there. And we're not going to see an AWP battle outside just yet. The smoke, I believe, that is going to come in from his teammate. Just try and help him with the angle, waiting to see if anyone pushes aggressive. In fact, that's a flash. And there's no way he's going to get a pick into garage there through smoke. And it looks like Secret is open.
They even smoked the kind of catwalk, the outer catwalk position. What a shot from WorldEdit. These are really great smokes as well, those 3 smokes. But there is a defensive smoke on Secret. This is going to really like slow them down. And they've heard them running here. They've heard them stepping. They know outside is gone. They've seen what has happened. They've got the information. They've got someone just hiding. Oh, and WorldEdit just edging, barely not looking in time. And he might... Who is it? In fact, it is Rallen who's hiding there. Rallen might just be able to just dismantle this push completely. Gets in from the back.
Going to go for the peek now, but WorldEdit is... Oh, he looks away just as Rallen peeks him, and that's the AWP gone. Back to a 3 versus 3 now.
They did manage to get themselves down Secret, so they are making ground slowly, but losing WorldEdit on the outside is definitely a big deal. Now it's a 2-on-2. They have to get that bomb down. In comes Rallen from the back, and it just wasn't quick enough. They just couldn't get down long. They couldn't get onto the site quickly enough. That smoke was such a key factor in the delay, and then that kill from Rallen, just that timing. It's just that classic situation, isn't it? It's very interesting now as we see a 6-2 scoreline. Just
a round of good smokes in general. You mentioned the wall outside of the 2 smokes, and then the one up on catwalk area. That was really innovative, it has to be said, and it meant that WorldEdit had more freedom outside, but not enough that there was a guy still in garage even after they pushed through. So 6-2 now in favour of the Poles, and it looks like they're going to take the lead into this one. They are up against an eco, so it should be easy enough for them to dispatch of the Ts. Innocent playing ramp patient, and again, there's no real need to push. They just need to sit back wait for the T's to go aggressive, much like this. Squeaky, such a small area. If you see it open and someone pushes through, it favors the guy waiting the other side. Nice picking up one, and now all down to Prizrak. They know where he is. Great shot there from Ralen, and easy peasy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this outside play from dAt was actually, that is really, really strong in theory. If they have more pace to it, because they didn't actually lose a man when they were getting down there. They didn't really lose a man.
Yeah.
It was just the smoke that really kind of stopped them. But that pace is really nice. I mean, there's lots of options for them to actually double back out of that position from having the smoke down, maybe leave a guy there, potentially, and work the rest of the map. Because they have outside completely. So I'd love to see them play around with that more, much, much more. And also really good reactions from ESC to be just defensive enough to still get the information, but give up as little position as possible and also get the delays in. And that's what really made dAt squirm in that round, that delay that they experienced.
Yeah, just the fact that dAt got some momentum just in that round alone, and then everything was halted. They didn't really know what to do. Do they push through? Do they play safe? Pushing through is never a good idea, so they were forced to stay back. And it just allowed ESC to rotate round, get set up how they wanted to. And Manize, that's, again, AWP aggression from him. Pushes quite far up and picks up the frag, and a great shot there onto Prizrak, getting the headshot in.
And they're going to go for a similar play here, that execute with the grenade over to kind of get that flash on upper, I think it was. And alright, I'm not actually sure what that grenade was, because especially as like two members of the team are dead, it's like hard to understand like what is the point of that grenade at this point. Either way, Flamey going to pick up a kill, as we see, Manize finally going down as well, having done so much damage earlier on in the round, and the bomb will be picked up by Bondik, but he's going to lose his comrade Flamey, and now Bondik going to fall as well for another really strong round from ESC, around when Manize, we know that he's great at finding these opportunities with the AWP, and doing it oftentimes like somewhat safely, and that was another one of those rounds. They had the economy to do it, to make risks like that, and they completely blew up the round for dAt. And it is, it is a T-sided nuke, so they don't have to feel too bad just yet, but things are definitely, they are running out of time here.
Yeah, I feel like they need to get at least one more round here. It could be this one after Blade picks up that frag. Innocent went aggressive that time round, and now gonna switch it up, gonna go outside, try and help their team out, but we're seeing Manize again go aggressive, but dAt ready and waiting for it, gets his favorite weapon from it as well. And now ramp has most likely opened up, but Spiro's waiting below.
Yeah, definitely a good position for Spiro here. They might not expect this. Could get the double. There's the double spray down, looking for the triple, but it's not going to be found for him. Bondik with the response there, as they are up one man against the CT side. ESC, they got moves, they got Ralen. They do have long. This is a really big deal here. You can see the power of it. He was able to open the doors, quickly pick off the bomb carrier. Here's the planting sound. Going to open the door, try to bait something out with that sound cue, and also distract them from Ralen's position. Ralen going to pick up the frag on Bondik. A quick, easy second kill picked up, and they're running around in circles to find the bomb, and the defuse will come in. So really well played there that they kept hold along. I mean, moves, really, really good stuff there. That was pretty key.
Yeah, but then Ralen coming down as well, picking up those last two frags. ESC looking really strong. We see Manize there. His teammate was able to salvage the AWP, so he's going to be able to do some stuff this time. I feel like he should probably play this round a little bit safer, as he did get picked off that time round in radio. dAt was waiting for him. But all in all, it's been a very good game so far for ESC.
Yeah, just the right kinds of aggressions mixed in. Overall, good team play, good pressure, good reactions to some of the moves that have created and opportunities that they have tried to make for themselves. That haven't been getting that many picks though. That has been something that's been a struggle for them. We see now that dAt is going to get the pick onto Manize, which obviously is a really big deal. Being the AWP player for ESC, that's most of the outside presence gone. We see that Ralen is actually out there still, though. So this is something that will be a huge surprise for them. And Ralen, if he can get a kill here, and he will, that's going to be really, really well played. Picking up that off that Manize dropped. Ralen might just try to use the gap of the smokes here to try to get more kills together. And it looks like he's getting a wraparound from Spiro up secret with a double, and ESC are all over this.
Yeah, really great teamwork there. The fact that Ralen was able to pick up a frag with the AWP outside, and the gap in the smoke worked to his favor. He saw them jump across, got some tags up. As you said, the wraparound from Spiro worked wonders, and it's just two members left now for dAt. Flamey and Blade, both in the same position. They do have the bomb, but Mouse is waiting for them on this upper site. And Innocent might even go aggressive here, push through to radio, but he doesn't want anything just yet, it seems.
And it's falling back. They can all be on the upper side, actually, and respond very quickly.
Oh.
Two, they're going to go down to Flamey, but doesn't get Innocent. Really strong stuff. Innocent realizing he should let go of ramp. Just all play, like all three up on the upper side is a really solid thing to do. They can react together. They can go down vents together, and they do get the rounds. So ESC now 10-2 against dAt. dAt are in a position where they can force it up if they want to. They can pretty much buy all the time now. So let's see if they're able to get something in the remaining rounds here, but it's not looking so good right now.
They're actually going to just stick with pistols this time around, make sure they have enough money to get 2 full buys out for the last 2 and try and get that 11-4. Because right now they're giving up this round, and Rylan, great pick there on towards Silo. And Innocent gone up towards the rafters area. I'm not going to find anything. ESC, it's really hard to break their defenses. 2 ramp, then at least 1 outside, sometimes even 2. And they're just playing this map really solid. The rotations are on point, and you can't take anything away from them, to be honest.
One thing that I haven't, well, there's a couple things that I haven't seen from them. One of them is general upper picking. Nice little nade. General upper picking. And, you know, blowing open Squeaky with a grenade, you know, trying to get some picks with the AWP onto main, trying to use lobby and ramp for picks more. They don't have a huge presence there. They do sometimes rattle off some shots from those areas, but there's usually that they put most of their intentions towards outside for these pick rounds. And the other thing as well is just a dry upper hit on off of a good spawn. Try to get like maybe even some good pre-nades coming in as you're running, and just try to test it. Try to test the defense and just threaten the ESC and say to them that this is a possibility. Well, did it actually just going to get a defensive kill there in radio?
Yep, sitting back. He knew that Manai's every now and then pushes that and picks him on a round where he did, and this could be a round in favor of that team now. 2 men to the good. Rylan Flamey going to pick up 1 there onto Spiro. Tagged his teammate up a little bit there, I feel, as well. And the world is their oyster, as you'd say. They can go anywhere they want. As it's 2 members left, except for main, apparently, as Rylan's ready and waiting.
And Rylan with the double. There's another player to try to take him out. And Innocent's got his back. And well, they're going to be on the angle. Once again, they know that he's there. Rylan going to just duke and jive and does manage to get the frag onto World at it. And that is so many kills. 4 kills there for Rylan. What a round from ESC. Something that they had no right to win. And dAt, they've been struggling for ages. And they had the hope. It was there. They had their hands, you know, just grasping at it, and it's snatched away in a moment by ESC.
I feel like I cursed that.
You feel incredibly responsible.
5v2 and they end up throwing it. That was a shock. And last round now, they've only got AKs to work with. World Edit not much in his pocket either because he had that AWP. Able to do some work, but obviously not enough to close out the round. And this is looking even more easy now for ESC. Last round of the half could easily get us 13-2 here. And then it is on the point where if they win that pistol on the T side, then they're going home with the win. And with the Glocks on your side up against P2000s and USPs, it's always something that can happen.
Yeah, that team, they're very reliant on these picks, and that round was only essentially a big possibility for them just because ESC got aggressive. They needlessly, because every time that they played defensively and standard with their just team play setups, giving positions away as that team get more strength on the possibilities for Jules, they win the rounds. And oh, look at this Rylan coming in from the back again. Just he's always been a bit of a pain hiding in garage there. It's gonna take down Prizrak.
Yeah, we saw those smokes again outside, the 1 on upper and the 2 on yard, and there we go. Rylan and Mouse getting even more kills in here. And it's all down to Bondic. He's going hunting, trying to look for a Rylan, but that's a lot easier said than done. 13-2 in favor of the Poles. It's been a great game for them.
Yeah, big score from them. They never really looked like they were in trouble. Not once. Even in that round where they were 2-on-5, you had a situation where Rylan got the first 2 kills very quickly, and then it was a 1-on-1, a 1-on-1, a 1-on-1. They had the crossfire, and it was like that team were playing into it. And ESC, for the most part, their defensive plays, just that couldn't show us anything that could deal with it.
Yep, definitely have to say that Ryland's turned up today.
Yeah,
He's had
yeah.
great game. Multiple 4Ks that we've seen from him, and just been a great defense. Been a brick wall, you could say.
But it's also weird because we never really saw big plays coming in on ramp, like early on in the round, or even off of the picks, or just a delayed take of ramp, or even the same can be said for some of the upper plays. There's a lot, like for example, there are so many awesome smokes and flashes that are possible in this map, and if anybody's familiar with the old LDLC and any of Happy's strats on this map, just some of them are so intricate with the grenades, but it's not rocket science, it's not complicated, but you can do a lot with those grenades to actually take these what seem like hard to take areas with these smokes and flashes. But it seems like that don't have that in their bag of tricks.
Yeah, we'll see if ESC even get a chance to get into these proper gun rounds here and try and show us some of those strats, but right now it's all down to this pistol round. Said at the beginning that the knife round was the biggest round on this map, but for dAt, it's this round here. They need to win this.
And here we go. They are readied up here for this push onto ramp. There is only one player there, and in comes the Glock train. A choo-chooing its way down onto that B bomb site as they just gun their way in. Flamey goes down first, and it looks like it's just roses here for ESC, just smelling them along the way as it just looks too easy to take this lower bomb site. Getting kills unanswered. It's looking like just Bondik's left. He does take down a couple, but he has to reload, and he's going to get just swarmed by ESC, and it's an easy pistol round for them.
Yep. Now then, do that team buy up now and try and prevent the match point, or do they try and play for the draw? And it looks like they're trying to prevent that match point and get this round in the bag.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see now what they're going to do. Whether they're just going to sit back, whether they're going to poke in from ramp or go aggressive from timings close on the outside. There are options for them to even just stay passive as well and stay as a unit all on the upper site and try to react if they go down secret and try to meet them in the close ranges in the long area and just out the vents and stuff. These are all possibilities for that with this like poor loadout, but at the same time, ESC are going to be very aware of this. They're going to be trying to work outside right now.
Flamey though, getting a really nice pick there onto Manais. Surprisingly, he was actually allowed to stay there and just fire some bullets, and a few connected, and there we go, he got the kill. Bondik now getting tagged down. Prizrak picking up a frag as well, so this is definitely working for that team. But we're back to Ralen and Mouse. It was these two that were in the 2 versus 5 that they won. We'll see whether they can do anything now. Bondik trying to get a pick there with the Deagle.
No way.
But the Galil is obviously far superior at range. And there we go. They've gone down secret, and this could be the B bomb site. 2 versus 3. Blade has found himself a Galil, however.
Yeah, this is really scary for ESC right now. They had no idea that like 3 players would lose duels against pistols in quick succession. Now they're coming in on the site, Ralen with a quick double, and Prizrak is left with the AK and full armor. This is doable. He's going to make his way through the vents. He's going to pop that vent. They're going to know exactly where he is. Right now, he does find the first player. Gets the one-on-one. Tries to get the spray down, but it's going to be Moose backing away, going for the defuse. There's no time, though. I mean, 10 seconds. He doesn't have a kit, and here goes the peek, and he can't make the frag. And, just not able to make the frag. There was still time as well to get that bomb defused, but it's going to be around there for ESC as they go 15-2. It's crushing result against that team right now, who couldn't show us the goods on the T half.
They had a really good round last time round, but nothing right at the end. So we'll see whether they can replicate that with a final product and try and get their 3rd round on the board here. Prevent losing this match. We've got Flamey picking up the scout here. 3 Deagles coming in. And we'll see what they can do. Prizrak sticking outside. Going to get flashed a little bit. Going to go for that. And the 1 Deag. Going to come in onto Mouse. Great play from him.
Prizrak working on the 1D. Can he get another one? So he's managed to get himself a shot. I think that was onto Manais. He's got tagged down, I think. And yeah, this is going to be interesting now as ESC start to expand outside a little bit. Some nasty damage on. There goes the pop flash over. Prizrak spamming away with the Deagle, not finding the shots right now. And he's getting pretty low, 11 health on him as ESC slowly works their way out to more and more map control. And they're retaking lobby right now with the bomb. And this is dangerous. It feels really dangerous. If they try to come out of Hut or try to come out of Squeaky, they could have players above them at any angle. So they are taking it slow.
Yeah, Blade as well. If ESC push into the hut area, Blade's nade, the HE that he has could do a lot of damage, and WorldEdit going to pick up a Deagle kill as well now. So he gets himself an AK this time around, and there we go. That nade going to go in, not going to do too much damage, I think. I'm not sure it hit anyone, to be fair. This isn't looking too good for ESC. Blade on this site, going to throw a few bullets in with the P250. And there we go. Menai's gets dropped now. So does Innocent. And now it's all down to Spiro. He'll get dropped too.
They didn't lose anybody. What? They lost no one on that. That makes no sense. ESC are left confuddled, bewildered. And right now, dAt are going to have themselves AK, Galil. They're going to be buying up some rifles. They're going to have full nades, more or less. Close enough. And we're going to have an eco here for ESC. So that was nice.
Are we going to see one of those epic nuke comebacks where it just looks impossible to come back from? Ults are against you, and then somehow you pull it out. But there we go. Going to trade 1-for-1 on ramp. Flamey going to go down after picking up Spiro, and Prizrak rotating round through ramp. Not finding anything. Looks to his left. Gets one. WorldEdit gets a second. Menai's, though, will drop Prizrak, and WorldEdit has the angle here. Gets one. It's all down. 2 males. He will get dropped with the Deagle. And a really good hold there from dAt. They did lose 2 players, though. Prizrak going to have to ask for a drop from his buddy. And ESC ecoing one more, just to be sure. They've got rounds to play with.
And that's the thing, though, on Nuke. I mean, when you get on the CT side, it's like a completely different beast. It's a completely different beast to the T side. So that could obviously, you know, like most teams have very, very strong capabilities on the CT side. And that could allow them to get 10 rounds in a row. That's completely possible. But either way, ESC going to make their way through outside with these guns, just try to get down really, really fast. And looks like WorldEdit's picked up the AWP as well, so we're going to start seeing how that comes into play and whether or not he's going to be aggressive outside. When they can't lose a single round, otherwise they lose the game. Is that going to provoke a risky style from them, or are they going to actually play it like really, really safe?
Yeah, it's going to get to that point now for ESC where do you draw the line of, we've got rounds to play with and we need to win this game now, because the T side can just snowball out of control, and once you lose momentum it becomes really hard to try and think straight and get these opening picks. So right now they're 10 rounds ahead, they've got the draw secured, but all they need is 1 round for the win. And they're going to keep going for these buys and cycle between ecos. They need to find this 1 round, it's all they need.
Yeah, I think, I mean, they're going to be playing with that consecutive round loss bonus for the money as well. And considering that, let's quickly check the money here. Yeah, I think it's really worth for them to just keep buying it and see if they can actually get the money lowered that as well by doing that. And if they aren't successful with that, then they can put together ecos. But they have a huge buffer of rounds here to play with, go aggressive, and Prizrak going to take a quick triple outside. Really good aggressive stuff there from him in a very forward position. His team distracting ESC so that he can step out, get the kills there. But ESC are coming in hard up on the upper site now as Spiro makes the 3rd kill there. The Flamey WorldEdit coming in. WorldEdit can't lose this AWP. They don't really have a huge bank just yet. This is a big, big round for ESC.
Yep, this did start off a 5 versus 2 in favor of that team, and Flamey's going to pick up 1. It's all down to Ralen now. He's already got 1 kill. He needs 2 more. Just sat in smoke right now, waiting to see if he can find anything. Getting tagged down from somewhere. Peeks out, can't find the frag. And both players of that team have a kit. They're going to get the defuse in. And 2, 1. There it is. They get the round. 6 rounds now for that team. And I believe ESC going to have to eco 1 more now. Yeah, there's no need for them to force the buy here. 2 players on 3.7k. Looks like the match is paused.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it really depends on like what kind of strategies they want to play as well. If they're feeling like a quick rush, I think they could go for a force potentially. Having done so much damage, I don't know. I guess you can't really go wrong in this position. Yeah. I mean, you have an overwhelming advantage. You can pretty much do anything you want, and I think that team are going to show us a few more victories when it comes to the CT half. And generally, I mean, they are a good team. It's just that they had nothing. It felt like they had no playbook. It's like if they had a playbook, someone lost it before the nuke game, basically. Like they just lost it, and like guys, the call was like, guys, I don't remember any of these strats. Like I need the book in front of me, and it's been misplaced. So we'll have to see if they're able to do much here. But generally speaking, ESC, they don't have to even get too complicated.
Yep. But even so, though, they could just play basic, or they could try and really mix things up and bring out some funky plays because they've got nothing really to lose. They could play like 3-4 rounds basic and then just surprise that team with this one ultra impressive play that just has players going everywhere and trying to pick up frags, and maybe that could be the one that catches that team out. But they've got rounds to play with. They can literally do anything they want.
I'd like to see them kind of going through the whole spectrum of
Yeah.
basic nuke strats. So kind of like every single round, just do the outside take with the wall smokes, and just have that out there every round, and even rounds where you're going to be doing like building into a rush. And just quick takes on ramp, going for the picks on ramp, just getting one player who has that job. I mean, when you watch NIP, that's always Fifthlerin. That's something Fifthlerin really good at, trying to contest ramp and play with the players there, and sometimes getting the pick, opening up an opportunity in ramp. And sometimes as well, because of the way, the nature of people, the teams, the way that they want to play nuke these days, which is really strong. If you just get like enough damage on them, or a far enough of advanced position on ramp, not even inside of it, if they're playing it with one guy, then it's very likely that he will actually just drop and open up ramp for you as well. And so this is something you can play for as well, because it's really strong for the CTs then to be like, okay, well you can have ramp, we can just set up on long, we can have the players in vents from upper, and we're fine, we're happy with that, and you can play into our setup. Some teams are not fans of it, but yeah, there's so much for them to play around with. All right, well, it looks like due to this delay, we'll take a quick break, guys. We'll be back very shortly with the conclusion of this match between ESC and dAt, so stay with us to find out what happens next. Hello, we're back. All right, let's continue this. 15-6. Things are coming to a conclusion, or are they? Because that team are getting some rounds, but
They should be coming to a conclusion, but this is going to be easy enough pickup here for Flamey. Going to get 2, switch to his pistol. What do he needs to make his mind up? Gets 1 with P2000, 2 with the P2000. World Edit steals the 5k there. But simple enough round. It was, yeah. We now got another pause coming this time round. So we can get 1 round and then play round by round.
oh dear, it's 15-7 though. It's 15-7. All right, so they're asking for a stand-in. We'll have to see, obviously, what is the decision made by the admins, as we don't want to waste your time. The players don't want to waste time either. And there's also this game that a couple of the players from that team, the Russia-UK match, that's supposed to happen. So they got places to be.
Blade asking if ESC can call Snacks to come and play. Looks like he wants to play against him. No one from VP.
Why would you want to play against Snacks? What is that?
They could probably get Michu in here.
What does it mean?
He did used to play for them, but of course, though, smart enough of ESC just to say, guys, can we play with the stand? And we don't want to waste time.
Yeah, I mean, they have 1 round to win. They can't lose from this position. They can't lose from this position.
They physically can't.
It's just they can't. They just can't. Well, yeah, okay. they can't lose from this position, but they're going to get the 16th round. That's just going to happen. I mean, dAt are going to have to win 8 rounds in a row, and ESC have more than enough possibilities within that 8-round stretch to actually win. I mean, not only that. I mean, they're going to have so much money every single round because of the bonus that they already have maxed out on the bonus. So they're going to have so many potential chances to just get the buys in. So I mean, again, we haven't really seen many rounds played on this half yet. So it's hard to see what has and has not been working for ESC, because what was the first half score there? It was like let's look, like it was 13-2. So yeah.
It's they've got a big lead to play with, and we should be jumping back into this soon. It'll be interesting to see who ESC do get for their stand-in, but until then, just gotta wait it out. But
so what's this rumor that Neo's going to be coach and Michu's going to?
I
step
read
up for Neo?
somewhere
What's
that Michu could potentially be moving to VP. Don't quote me on that. It may or may not be true, but he did stand in the other day. So, yep, there we go. Michu coming in. It is Michu.
Good stuff.
Coming in for ESC here, so.
But that's so weird. I mean, why would you want to change? Is Neo sick of winning money? Is he sick of being a nerd baller? Like, what is happening here? Usually you get the coaching, it's like, well, we're not doing so well. But Virtus Pro are doing, they pretty much have the formula down. Okay, some of their online results can be.
They've been a bit shaky recently.
Not the best, but on LAN, we know.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. They know. When it comes to LAN, they perform. They're on paper one of the most consistent teams. They're like a top 3 team. It's undisputed. So, it would be surprising for them to mix it up. I think quite sad for many people too. It's always very sad when you get the situation where you have these 5 names and under one banner, and they have so much history together, and it's just so great to just watch that team and just be a fan of that team. And when teams start mixing it up and changing lineups, it kind of loses
kind of like very games back in the day.
Yeah.
Then things happened, and then
loses the magic.
Yeah, but Michu, he has loaded in, and we actually saw Mouse drop an AWP there at the before he dropped. So getting that money out there, it drops you up to Manias. Manias then buys for Michu. And straight into this round now, 15-7. Interesting to see where Manias plays with this T-side AWP. He was very aggressive with it on the CT side. And there we go, he's pushed all the way into Hut with it. And misses a pick there, gets that one though. So a great start here for ESC.
And already 2 quick picks there. Michu chiming in onto Prizrak. And World Edit's going to have a lot of work to do up here on upper. He does have help from the player over at Dogwalk on the opposite side. And he's actually going to drop to the floor now. And see if he can make himself some pixel picks here. But ESC, they can hit anywhere as 5, and they have a strong chance to make it work with this just sheer numbers advantage. Not to mention how many grenades they have left still. They have a lot of grenades to work with, and already, a lot of damage done. Well, they're going to go down. Bondic with a sick drop there. Doesn't get the 2nd kill, and it's all on Flamey now. Good luck, Flamey. Everyone's calling GG already. No one thinks Flamey can do it, not even his teammates.
Well, Michu coming in though with a 3K to
Yeah.
end it out. So really well played from Michu. And yeah, 16-7. End of the scoreline there between ESC and that team.
So yeah, we are actually able to get a conclusion there, which is pretty awesome.
Yep.